What's up guys, today I'm going to show you how you can use any 3D object and incorporate it as a mask transition into your music videos or edits. Now let's get straight into it. Alright, so to get our 3D object, we're going to use a free resource. It is a free website called sketchfab. Let's go into sketchfab, and in my case I'm going to look up a gun. Let's type free gun. Let's download this one. Let's click on download. And it's very important, what you want to download is the GLB format. If you want, it is a bit heavier, but you can download the file that says 4K because it is at a highest resolution. So it's gonna allow us to really zoom in and still get those details that we want. So let's download this. We're gonna drag it into our project tab right here. And now as you can see, we have two clips. So now we're gonna import the 3D object into our composition. We're gonna simply press OK. We're gonna reduce the scale. So we're gonna start the animation from here to, let's say, here. So now let's go into the position. Press P to go in position. We're gonna put it all the way there. We're gonna raise it up a bit on the vertical side. I'll press S to scale because we're gonna scale it up a bit. 16% is fine. And then let's simply keyframe it from one side, go to the end, and let's drag it to the other side. And now it's gonna be a bit boring if we leave it like this. And then I noticed that it's way too fast, so we're gonna make the transition longer. Let's make this longer. There we go. And let's put the keyframes at each extremity. So this is better. So now let's press R to go into the rotation settings. Then we're gonna keyframe the Z rotation at the beginning. Let's leave it something like this. And then at the end, I'm gonna change the keyframe earlier while we can still see the gun. And then we're gonna put the keyframe there. There we go. So now we get this. I think actually I'm gonna make it maybe from 20. There we go. That's a bit better. So just a little tip, you want to make sure that the object covers the screen entirely for the mask effect to work. And also for this clip, we're going to leave it until the end because that's the clip that we're going to mask out. We're going to start masking at this frame. As you can see, it's passing by, and now we get this part. If you don't get it now, you'll understand the further we go on with the masking. So at this frame, we're gonna split our clip, and then we're gonna grab G for the pen tool. Let's just create a mask. Let's do another extra keyframe if we need it further on, just like this. And then you want to press M and make the mask subtract. And very important, you need to keyframe the mask path. Then the next frame, we're gonna change the mask path. You might notice that it's doing this when you want to change the keyframes. Don't worry, all you need to do is go into the mask settings and just press on mask feather, and now it's gonna allow you to change those settings. I don't know why it does that, but I don't know, I'm just experienced, so don't worry, I got you. So now we're gonna adjust it just like this. You want to make sure it covers all of that. Next frame, we're just gonna make sure it covers everything. So it's pretty simple, as you can see. It might seem complicated, but it's not at all. And now you see there's this part as well, so we want to make sure that we include it in a mask. Alright, so this is getting thinner, so I have to lock in for this one. And then on the last frame, you just fill up the mask for the whole screen. And now we should get this effect. So now we basically got a result, but now we're just gonna add finer details. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pre-compose this, call it object, and click this, adjust composition. There we go. And we're gonna apply the effect pixel motion blur. That way it's gonna add motion blur to our scene. I don't know why when you check this motion blur feature on 3D objects, it doesn't apply any motion blur. So we're gonna have to tweak a bit to get our desired result. So you just apply pixel motion blur, and now you get this. And then what we can do is pre-compose the two clips that are part of the first clip. Let's do pre-compose. Let's call it first. And then when the weapon comes in, we're gonna apply a Gaussian blur effect. That way it seems like the camera goes to the object and it just adds a nice perspective effect. Let's apply Gaussian blur and let's keyframe blurriness right here. And when the weapon comes in, maybe there, make it this blurry. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm pretty stoked about the fact that we can now use 3D objects in After Effects, and I will definitely make more tutorials using these because now the creativity is boundless with this new feature. With that said, if this video brought you any value, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, and please let me know in the comments what type of tutorials you would like me to cover next. Also, if you still feel like learning, you can watch this video right there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.